What's good, football fans? Back at you once again with another video. And I don't know about you guys, but I am hyped that today is finally draft day. After months of thinking about who they're going to take, seeing all these mock drafts that have driven me just absolutely bonkers, I might add, which is why I don't drop more videos this time of year. There's just this oversaturation of mock drafts. I mean, like, I get it. Everybody wants to take a look at the mock drafts and try them out. But the thing now is to run to social media with 20 different copies of it and make 50 different videos talking about who the team's going to take. I'm just not going to be that kind of guy. But I am just unbelievably happy to know that we are here at this day. I myself cannot stand the process that leads up to the NFL draft. I know some people spend months going through different stuff and setting up for this, for this draft, and they just love the process. Me, I absolutely hate it. And being a fan of a team that hasn't had much success in the last, I don't even want to get into that. Being a fan of a team that hasn't had much success lately, the fan base is down on everything. So it has over time become like this moment where each and every disgruntled fan gets to have his chance of rebuilding the great, Burgundy and gold Washington Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want to call them these days. Everybody has the chance now to be able to rebuild the team to this powerful organization through the mock draft process. And what it's done is it's made about 40% of those people think that their opinion is over everybody else's, so they could just show up wherever they want to and talk down to everybody and tell them how to pick is stupid. But see, here's the thing, all right? Now we're here at draft day, and no matter what, we will have a new leader on the field. No matter who you like, who you don't like, we will see a new leader of the Burgundy and gold drafted tonight with the number 2 pick. They're not going to trade it off, which has been said for a few weeks now, but you never quite know if the chatter that's coming out about the draft is real or not until you get to the draft and then make the picks. But I'm pretty certain they're going to make a pick at the number 2 draft spot. And fans need to get behind whoever the pick is. The time for negativity, it left with Daniel Snyder. There's no need for it any longer. And if you stop and ask yourself, why are you so mad? You're mad because the team hasn't done well. Well, this is a whole new era of football starting right in front of you. This team has a whole bunch of draft picks, a whole new front office. Everything is a complete redo. This is the time for you to support this. Let's get back to being one of the better groups of fans and support whoever the kid is this team picks, whoever it is. I know that some may be shocked or it might not fit who you think or your vision of the team may be, but there is a new sheriff in town, and his name is Adam Peters. And until he gives me a reason to think differently, I'm trusting his decisions. Now let me get something straight. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to dig through every single piece of film that each and every one of these players he picks or signs after the draft. Don't think that I'm not going to go through every single one of their games and all of their film and come on here and talk about every single thing that I see. Because while I trust every decision he makes, I still have an opinion, and I'm still going to come on here and talk about it. What you won't hear from this channel is negativity. And over the years, when I've said that, some fans have come out, oh, so what, you're not a realist? No, I am the realest person that you're going to find on here making videos. What I'm telling you is reality says there's no reason for you to be negative. Should you be mindful of decisions and of what's going on and who the team picks? Sure. Should you form an opinion? Sure. There's no reason for you to be negative. Negativity is not going to bring the name back. Negativity is not going to get things the way you want it in life. At this point in time, if you still call yourself a fan, now's not the time to be negative. Now is the time for you to start building up reasons why you should be positive. I realize a lot of fans are burnt over the last 30 years of the team not being good. It's a rebirth. Get behind it, man. It really isn't that hard. It really isn't. And if you can't get behind it, maybe at this point right now with with the rebirth being right here at hand, maybe it's time for you to start, thinking about watching a different sport or whatever the case may be. Because in life, you need to be looking for something that makes you happy, not things that make you search for negativity. Now, that's just my opinion, but I think the majority of level-minded people in the world would agree. But I wholeheartedly expect this team to trade back up in the first round and pick up a lineman. So everybody that's on the We Need to Fix the Line committee, which, by the way, I am definitely a part of, I expect to see this team move back into the first round and make another selection tonight. I'd like to see them do it before the big run on tackles comes, because there is definitely a stack of good tackles in this draft. Of course, the problem is when one team takes one, it's going to be a whole bunch more that are going to take one. And there's probably 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 different teams eyeballing that same set of players that Washington is. I know a lot of people are thinking, maybe they should just hang on to those extra picks in the second and third round, make other picks with them, because the team has all kinds of needs. And there are, a couple players there that are probably going to be available in the second or third round that they could possibly get to play left tackle. I think Patrick Paul was one that I've seen quite a few people mention. The problem with that, of course, is you never know if he's going to be available still in the second round either. But as I said, at the end of the day, I trust whatever pick Adam Peters makes. It does not mean I won't have an opinion on which players he picks after he picks them, because there's going to be some guys that I like more than others. Might be a couple I scratch my head at. In the long run, I trust in Adam Peters. The thing that this fan base has wanted for so long was a structured team environment with folks that know what they're doing. Adults in the room. Isn't that what everybody has banged the table for years? Adults in the room. Well, we got adults in the room. It's time for us to do what we do as fans, and that's support who they pick. Hopefully everybody enjoys your draft day. This is a moment for fans to actually rejoice in the rebirth of this organization. Be happy in knowing that they've assembled a much better front office who's going to take a big swing at number 2 tonight and try to find what this team has searched for forever, and that's a franchise quarterback. I know it's something that I, for one, have been waiting for forever. I find myself in a different spot than a lot of people my age do. I want this team to rise above all of this crap, the horrible name, the horrible owner. I want them to rise above all this. Do I know what team's going to be called in 5 years? No, I don't. I know one thing's for sure. To me, they'll always be the Burgundy and Gold, and I'll always cheer them on. As a fan of the team, I don't really think there's much more that I could do. And of course, as a guy that, watches the film online here, all I can do is pull up and break down what they give us on the field. What I'm hoping for is an improved product and wins. The team needs to win now. Forget this 4 or 5 years down the road, 6 years down the road. The NFL doesn't work that way anymore. It worked that way in the 80s. You built your team from ground floor up. Now teams turn things around in 1 to 3 years, or they start looking for another coach. That's just the way it works. So let's all come together and hope that they got their shit together enough to be heading in the right direction for this team to turn back into a winning franchise starting today. Now, for anybody that hasn't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We went over 18,000 subscribers last month, at some point in last month, I believe it was. But it still shows in my insights that the majority of people that are watching my videos are actually not subscribed to the channel. So reach up there and hit that subscription button if you haven't. Y'all take it easy. Peace.